Los Angeles spreads out like a city that never learned the word limit. The urban area clocks in at roughly 7,476 people per square kilometer. But don't let that number fool you. You still spend half your day inside a car, wondering how a 12-lane freeway can feel like a parking garage. Transit plans talk big. The city's Mobility Plan 2035 imagines a balanced, multimodal future. But on the ground, you wait 30 minutes for a bus that shows up full, makes 2 stops, then disappears again like a myth. Walkability? Only if you enjoy dodging turning cars and standing on sidewalks that feel like leftovers from the 1960s. Sprawl drives up the price of everything: water, utilities, road maintenance, all stretched across impossible distances. The result is a city where your commute depends less on distance and more on luck. That's not urban mobility. It's a freeway dressed as a lifestyle. Dubai loves big ideas. Islands shaped like palms, towers touching the sky, and indoor ski slopes in the desert. But somewhere in all the glamour, the basics got lost. Public transport carries over 2 million riders a day, yet walking and cycling make up only 14% of all trips. So yes, the metro looks great on posters, but you still walk under 50-degree heat with no shade, praying your water bottle doesn't evaporate. The 2040 Master Plan promises more compact development, more transit access, more walkability. But right now, you still cross multi-lane highways just to buy groceries. The city works in snapshots: beautiful promenades, clean sidewalks, luxury districts. But go a few blocks away, and you're stuck between highways with nothing but sun, sand, and a distant bus stop. That's not a city. It's a luxury desert resort with traffic lights. Jakarta is one of the densest metro areas on the planet, at nearly 13,000 people per square kilometer. You feel that density every time you wait 45 minutes for a bus that moves slower than a bicycle. The city handles over 23 million daily trips, which explains why the roads never breathe. And then there's the water problem. More than 40% of Jakarta sits below sea level, and neighborhoods flood even on a normal rainy day. Add subsidence, clogged drainage, and overdevelopment, and suddenly resilience sounds like a polite way of saying good luck. Transit is improving, but zoning still can't keep up with rapid urbanization. Poorer communities end up farther from jobs and closer to flood zones. The city grows, the traffic grows, the water rises. But sidewalks? Those stay exactly where they are: narrow, uneven, and usually underwater. That's not resilience. It's a floodplain wearing a megacity costume. Houston is the largest major U.S. city with no formal zoning. That sounds exciting until you realize what it actually means. Homes next to warehouses, apartments next to refineries, and highways next to, well, everything. About 65% of the city lives within 1 mile of a toxic release facility. Imagine checking traffic and air quality alerts at the same time just to leave your house. Public transit struggles because nothing is built around it. Blocks stretch out for miles, sidewalks come and go, and walking feels more like a dare than a choice. Sprawl is cheap, at first. But the cost of maintaining endless roads, pipes, drainage, and utilities hits hard later. Especially when the city's flat terrain and storms combine into the perfect "please don't flood today" prayer. That's not freedom, it's a traffic jam pretending to be a philosophy. Brasília was designed like a sculpture, beautiful from the sky, confusing from the sidewalk. The pilot plan creates grand axes, sweeping lawns, and monumental buildings, but almost no human-scale urban life. The city center isn't even the densest part. Density increases as you move outward, meaning the people who work downtown often live far, far away. And those distances, they're painful. You take a bus for 40 minutes to reach a pharmacy. You walk across a plaza large enough to host a World Cup game just to buy bread. Massive roadways divide neighborhoods, and the city's structure pushes everyday activities into long, repetitive commutes. Transit exists, but the design makes using it slower than driving. That's not modernism. It's an architectural model accidentally built life-size. Dallas grows fast. Highways grow faster. Everything else tries to catch up. The city's land use pattern spreads outward in every direction. Suburbs expand, roads widen, and transit tries to fill the gaps. But the city is already too large and too car-dependent. Bus service is spotty across many neighborhoods. Walkability drops the moment you leave the core. Sidewalks can disappear mid-block like they lost the will to continue. Dallas has plans for multimodal transport, better density, better transit-connected growth. But legacy car culture still dominates everything from zoning to daily travel habits. That's not a modern metropolis. It's a suburb that accidentally became a skyline. São Paulo is massive, over 12 million people in the city alone, with density around 7,400 people per square kilometer. But here's the real shock. Work trips in São Paulo are 62% longer than other daily trips. Many people spend 3 to 4 hours commuting every single day. The city has invested in bus lanes and bike networks, but the improvements feel scattered compared to the scale of the problem. Zoning reforms move slowly, and coordination between agencies often gets tangled in bureaucracy. Inequality shapes everything, from where people live to how long they travel to reach jobs. The result? A city where movement feels constant but progress feels slow. That's not mobility. It's a treadmill built across an entire megacity. Atlanta's growth is explosive, but so is its car dependency. Vehicle miles traveled remain extremely high. Jobs are dispersed far from the core, and most neighborhoods still require a car for even the smallest errands. Sidewalks are inconsistent, shade is rare, and public transit covers only select corridors. You can stand at a bus stop and watch 5 lanes of traffic rush by, none of it slowing down for you. New plans aim to shift the city toward transit and walkability, but decades of suburban-style growth make that transition slow and expensive. If you want the next episode, tell me which city should be covered next, and what one design problem makes it deserve a spot. Comment your city below. The most requested ones will appear in the next video.